Hey everybody, and welcome back to Satisfactory. We are about to embark on some upgrades and let's getting steel going. So I did make some modular frames off camera just a little bit ago. That's pretty much all I've done. Gathered up these supplies, excuse me, gathered up these supplies, which were already processed with our starter base information because I want to get steel going right away, and I've got a little bit of an idea of how I want to go about it. So we're going to go deposit that, get steel going, start the next research, kind of let everything going, and then head off to where we're going to set up our steel factory. I have 20 miners ready to go. I'm not going to need all of those by any means. But yeah, we're going to have to head off into an area we haven't been in yet. The other thing I did was I did build an awesome sink over there, and I've got our copper cables dumping into it because we were full on that, because we want some tickets to unlock a few specific things that are going to ultimately help with what we're going to be doing base design wise. So I want to try to clean things up, make it look nicer, and you know, clean out this mess, get it a little more organized, get some dedicated functionality. So first off, let's deposit everything we need to here.
Milestone reached. Coal and iron can be combined in the foundry to start steel production. Project part number 2, the versatile framework, can only be created via automation, not at a crafting bench. Delivering these to the space elevator is essential if we are going to complete phase 2 of project assembly and save the day. Fix It and humanity is relying on you.
Okay. So we're going to be heading off, I think, out this direction. I think. Basically, it's an area that's going to have 4 normal iron nodes. There'll be a pure coal node, which we're going to need more than one, but you know, one kind of gets us started. I know where another one is. And a sulfur node. We are going to be making, automating black powder and obelisks, so we can blow up some rocks and stuff, free up that other coal node so we can expand the power plant. We're going to be making steel beams and steel pipes that are ultimately going to get us to that second item in our list for building out the space elevator, which we're going to need 1,000 of, so we want to get that going. It's also going to give us some extra supplies that will combine with a couple of copper nodes, and we'll be able to get the automated wiring, which is the 3rd item in the list. Now, those are the 3 nodes there. This is some bauxite. I'm trying to think where this place is. It's quite a bit of ways. I mean, when you're looking at just the grassy fields itself, and if you think about the size of the map, it's not that far away. But from where we're standing now, it seems pretty far. More coal. And hopefully we're going to have some things to chop down that are going to get us some more mycelium, maybe some silica and stuff. Let's see, how am I going to get up here? Oh, hello. Oh, this is a big guy. Oh, he's doing me a lot of damage. Oh. Okay, this is where the Sam is. I didn't realize there was a big guy here like that. And do I have anything to eat? Not a lot. More sulfur. I'm looking for iron nodes. There should be 2 and then 2 more. Here we go. Well, there's 1. No, that's copper. Whoa. I thought he was a gunner already. Okay, so this is one of our normal copper nodes that we're going to need. We're going to go ahead and put a miner down on it, since this is 1, and we're going to mark it. Don't really think I remember where the other one is. Miner. We'll rearrange this when we need to. Let's see. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Yeah, that's the copper node, or that's the coal node we're going to go to. So we will mark this one. Copper, normal copper. We're going to make this far. Well, medium should be enough for this area. We'll select the icon. And for everything here, we're just going to give this stuff a bright red color so we know what we're working on, right? Everything that's in bright red is going to be what we need. Here we go. Normal. These are 2 of our normal iron nodes. I think the other 2 are up there. I need him to turn around. Okay. Clear this. Now, where are we going to refine this? Do we refine it out here and then take it up? It's a very good possibility. Nope, nope, nope. Whew. Did get that slug right? Yeah. Well, again, we will just put the miners down and we can adjust them later. So normal. These are our 2 normal irons. X normal iron. And we said we were going to the far right with everything. Okay. There's the iron that we're looking for. I think I've got to go around. And I think these are the other 2 iron. So yeah, they're just right over there. Oh, we have a limestone here too. He's coming back. Okay, we'll put our other 2 iron nodes down. Mark these. Right here. 2 times normal iron. Right. So we've got our two irons. We need a pure coal and a sulfur. And I believe those are just a little further along. Where is that coal? Coal is that way. Coal is up there, I think. So the question is, how are we going to get up there? And how are we going to bring it down? Hey, now that's not fun. Was there another one? Was that it? 2 guys beat on me? Alright, so thinking we bring it up here, maybe we make the deck this area out. Bring the coal down. And then there's our space elevator over there. We can bring our power directly in over this direction. We have one of our copper nodes. Let's see if we have another copper node nearby. See, that's not too bad. That's one. That's our other copper node. Alright, this is normal copper. Okay, the coal, and then the sulfur, I believe, is right over there somewhere. There it is. What is this? Impure sulfur node. Which is exactly what I need. I mean, it works. Okay, this is everything. So, again, how do we want this to look? Oh, hello. Mercer Spear.
This is a shrine to windows and weaving. The effigy has no song, only echoes, but is part of a river. Why does the effigy avoid the windows?
Attention! Your brain's operations are outside typical parameters. Time spent daydreaming will be deducted from your sustenance budget.
Okay, let's see. We need to get up there. Well, that's enough to get up here. Okay. There's definitely something here. Over this direction. Okay, let's clean up this area some. So we can see what we're doing. This is a big node. Okay. Where'd we come up at? Right here. Let's bring this up again. I don't want to just lose this future fuel. Okay. Now, let's get down our miner for here. We're going to go ahead and angle this the way we want it. Bring it out, up and over. Let's put a 2 down. Put a ramp down. Okay. This is going to be the sulfur. Let's go get our coal and get that down to where we're going to want it. Let's see, where do we bring that down at? The iron's going to be over here. Should I just bring it off this edge right here? Let's see if I look up. There's an edge. That corner. I can hang a platform just off that corner. No, maybe not that one. Right there. Hang it off there, drop it straight down. So, let's build a ramp up. Because I don't have ladders yet. Let's go right up here. We're going to change it to vertical. Is that too tall? That's too tall. I need to go up. Not quite that high. We'll say there. And then we need a ramp. Do I double back? How far down did we come? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we came down 4. I can platform over, back, and we can zip back the other direction. That's still too high. I think I just need a 4. I had it there for just a second. Okay. Now back to the ramp. This gets us up there. We can see what we're dealing with. Once we get the coal coming down, oh, that's pretty straightforward. He didn't die. Okay. Clear a little bit. We said we were going to drop it down off of this angle, I think. So let's see what... Nope. We're going to go with a 4-meter platform. Okay. Got our miner. Is this the direction we wanted? I think so. It'll work. Right. more foundations out there. I'm not sure how I want this to look. This looks off the edge, so let me just take it up to the very corner here. Okay, and then we need power. We're going to be coming from that direction. I'm probably going to have to bring it down here. Probably going to have to leave some semblance of this ramp in place. Will this go all the way to the bottom? Alright, so this is a pure node, correct? 120. So this is our first pure node. This means I actually need a Mark II belt. And I'm going to need a Mark II lift to bring that 120 down. Need some platforms. We need to get our workspace ready. My goal is to not have to go up and down, up and down, up and down platforms. I want everything on a nice flat surface. Now, is that up high? It could be. And I can just move everything up. Should it be? Maybe. But these are going to be like factories. So the first factory is going to be making, well, initially we're just going to be making, you know, the steel bar or steel ingots, but then it's going to go to like a steel pipe factory and a steel biome or a steel beams factory, which will be two other factories. So those could be on the ground at different levels, but the initial part is just getting the ingots going. So I think we bring it down and just send it over to our iron mines so we can start making those ingots. I do need to split off a little bit, so I am going to bring this down here. We gotta make a platform. Let's see. Does that line up? I don't need this. I can just put one of these in. And we'll go with our Mark II. Now we need to get that over here. And my straight, I'm not going to be able to do a straight shot, so why don't I just bring it one way over here and then match it, line it up over here somewhere. And that's what we'll do. Is this going to work? This is too high. Right, we want to go zoom mode. Take that out here. But if I take it out one more, let's just clear some of this out. Alright, so we will do a gradual ramp. We'll do a 1, and then a 2, and then our 3s, and we have our sulfur. So let's get our, you know what, I can probably just cut this down. Do I even need to take it over like that? Can I do it with this? If I could cut around that, I wouldn't even have to deal with it. Even that's a little on the high side, isn't it? Let's see. And what do we need to make this work? Is it a 2? This will work. And if I can do this, we can do a nice gradual slope. Rid of all this extra that we don't need. Yeah, let's take it all the way down. Now we will have to get rid of this one because we are going to extend this, and this will become a 2, or is that just a 1? That's just a 1 for us. clear out these trees. Okay. Let's go bring our sulfur over. We only need 30 sulfur, and it's an impure node with a Mark 1 miner. So I believe that's exactly what we're harvesting. Yes. Ooh, just gonna take it right down the middle here. Okay. So let's go ahead and lock this in. We need, for this, two constructors. Two assemblers? Yeah, two assemblers. And just to show you what we're going to be doing, we're going to be making black powder. So 15 of each coal and sulfur. Right? So 2 of those. And if we go ahead and just take these out a little bit more this way. We can bring our coal over here. So I need to do some splitting off over here. We have 120 coming down. Okay. We are going to want 30. So we're going to split and split again. So coming out of here, I don't see my line that says everything's going to line up right. Is that it? So this becomes a Mark. This is a Mark II belt, right? But then we're splitting it, so it becomes a Mark I belt that can do 60. But I need to split it again. So I've got 2 lines that we're going to feed off that way. And then I'm going to have 30 coming in this direction. We'll bring it over and bring it back. That's fine. Okay. Let's get our two assemblers. Because it's going to be split again. These are pretty big. We'll split, we'll split. Going right down the middle here. I'm good with that. And there. Okay. Might as well bring it into the first input. Again, this is just a Mark 1 belt because we're only feeding 15. Now, oops, this is 30. Let's get this piece figured out. Mark 1 lift. Mark 1 lift. Put our splitter on this side. Take you over here. Okay, bring you down. And then take you up. And I need power. Forgot to drag my power down here. I'm probably going to clip through the wall here, but I can live with that. Yeah, a little bit. Okay, and then this will need to come down. We'll link this up to here. Okay, we get power over here. We will start up 40 watts, not bad. We need to configure these for black powder and black powder. Right. And then when we get some pipes made, we'll send this black powder down. It's 30 per minute, so we can remerge this. Merger, we'll do the merger over here. Alright, so we have 60 coming out. We have 90. Between these two, because we've got 120, split 60, split 30. I can remerge that, but do I need to? I don't think that I do, because I'm going to be bringing another power. Yeah, I'm going to be doing 5 foundries down at the other side. And I think each foundry is 45, so I will remerge this split at once. Alright, but let's get this down here. Five foundries will make our steel ingots. So the first two will be these guys up here, which are going to be producing 240. No, 120. These are normal. So 60 apiece. Yeah, 60 apiece. So we'll go ahead and merge these back up. Bring it down right down the edge here. And yeah, that'll be right on the edge too. I'm going to need a Mark II belt. Not initially. So initially I need to do a Mark I here, and a Mark I here. But then coming out I'm going to need a Mark II. This will be a Mark II belt coming out this way. Let's see, if I want to change... Nope, that's that build mode. What is it? That brings that up, which works, but it's not really what I'm looking for. Missing the plates. So I'll have to go back for plates. But if I don't need that yet, I'm not going to use it yet. Is that guy running? I wonder what he was running from. Can't really walk. I can walk under it here. Okay. Slowly getting there. Now when I get my tickets, I can put like beams down and stuff to reinforce this to make it look good. Make these concrete paths and get some actual buildings around things. Like this will be a building. And I don't know that I'm going to be changing this building much. My ideas is I'll have buildings doing certain things, and the top of that, the roof, will have the storage for that building. And I'll have transport rails, truck lanes, drones up high to move around so we can go from rooftop to rooftop easy. And that way, if I need to expand it, I'll expand it out on the ground. In some cases, areas will already be 2 or 3 story buildings, and then that can go out further on the ground as well. I'm trying to think, like, at what point do I scale up? At 3 buildings wide, or three structures wide? And then I go, okay, so the next floor is the next 3, and the next floor is the next 3, and then let's say if I needed 9 initially and I wanted to expand it out to 18, and then I'll just move it out, and then that'll be 3 floors for an 18, and then move it out again for the next, 9 in that line, bringing us up to 27. Is that what I want to do? I think that's what I want to do, but I need to determine how many structures wide I will make a building before I start increasing the building length long. I'm not sure if I'm going to need more than what this is going to produce for black powder, at least not for nobelisks, and that's what this is going to be for. This black powder is going to be 100% for creating nobelisks. And once I have a large stockpile of those, I mean, that's just a weapon, right? That's just something to blow up rocks. I guess it's more demolition. So let's go down here. And we need to be able to support foundries for this. So it's going to be 2 foundries. We're going to have a total of 5 foundries. So I think I'll just do all 5 foundries at ground level here. And then we'll find a bigger flat area for expanding things out. So where can we put 5 foundries? Clear this out. I think we can probably squeeze 5 in down here. Right? Let's see how big these are. That's not so bad. I'm gonna need the frames for them, the modular frames. What is this? 2 foundation wide? 2 by 2 maybe. So I can have this stuff pop up over here, have everything come down and align this direction. Yeah. So I'll bring it in a line this way. Each foundry is going to take 45 copper and 45 iron. So between these, I'm going to build 5, but I'm also going to be splitting 30 off for iron plates. Because when I remake everything over there, I'm not going to have any extra iron plates. And that will be important to have, because we use iron plates all the time. And it's going to produce 20 iron plates per minute. And we'll have five steel pipes, 7.5 steel beams, 10 obelisks, and 5, what are these things here? The versatile frameworks for these here. And then that'll start producing those. We'll ship them off, and that'll can be done. Okay. So we might as well lay some foundation. Of course, everything's going to be on an angle down here. Do you know what? I can work with an angle. Did I just... No, I didn't. And we're going to be using that limestone too at some point. Right, so this is going to be our working platform. Let's get some foundation out this way. Get our miner put back up on it. Have it angle out the direction we want it to. Which is more like this than anything. And then the next one we'll want to do the same thing with. Do we? Yeah, we do. Okay. It's not perfect, but it'll work. Good enough. Because then we're going to be doing our foundries. Oh, I guess we'll do the foundries on an angle like this. We'll backtrack it. And we'll stagger them. Right? One at the halfway mark, one at the full mark, one at the halfway mark, one at the full mark. And we can bring all the minerals in this direction. Will these fit if I angle them in? Maybe. Maybe not. We'll find out. If I can get a Mark II miner up there, I only have to use the one to supply everything here. Because my other option to get the other 120 or the other 60 is to go way, way down over here and drag that line all the way over to here. And I don't necessarily want to do that. So let's get... We've got to go back and get more supplies. So let's set up a temporary power line. And let it drag as far as we can. We're going to be heading out there. And we're just going to run it. Again, ultimately, we're going to have everything going across the platforms and stuff in the sky. So... transporting power and stuff will look a lot nicer. And while we're here, we're going to go ahead and see what we have in the way of our awesome sync tickets and what we can get. We'll start cleaning some of this up already. This is a really long ways. I'm not sure I realized how far away this was. We'll take it over here. Oh, we're up tall too. Yikes. Oh boy. Well, good thing I can glide. Yeah, I can't wait to clean all this up. Okay. I can't even get up there. Go. We should be getting coal now. We'll grab concrete and cables. We're gonna check our awesome sink. We're not really using that right now. We're using some of that right now. That's good. How many? 17 tickets. I don't even know if I've built the shop yet. All right, let's sort. Did I get more room at some point? Seems like it. And got materials. Another slug. And you know what? I'm going to need some biofuel. Really am. This is all backed up, so I'm going to take full stack with me. Okay. We don't have the shop. So let's put down the shop. Special. Awesome shop. I'm missing the plates and the screws. Fortunately, we have a lot of plates and screws. So I think things are backing up. Okay. All this will be going away soon. Now, the things I wanted initially were going to be the floor holes and the wall holes for the conveyors. And the Mark 1 power outlets. And then under architecture, I wanted the factory ladders, the modern catwalks, and I'm gonna go with the concrete pillar set for right now. What is the other one? Maybe I'll go with a metallic pillar set because it's cheaper. Although I really wanted to do concrete stuff. Well, we're going with this one for now. And that's 15 tickets. You know what? I can do both. I got more tickets than I thought I would. All right. Right, we got the floor holes, the wall holes, the outlets, the ladders, the catwalks, and the pillar sets. Now we are broke, but we have a bunch more stuff we can build with, which, to me, that's exciting. Okay. We're gonna cap that. We're gonna move our concrete up. And I'm actually gonna put my plates right below it because that's what we ran out of. So we want a fair amount of plates. You know what we really need is these guys down here. Yep. So we can get our foundry. Oh, yeah, I won't be able to do the foundries until I make 50 of these modular frames. And I'm not going to have those automated until I get this area done. So let's go see what we need for modular frames. Did I have anything else to put in here? No. Modular frames is going to be all the plates I just got. I need 50. That'll be all of my frames, won't it? I need 150 actually of these plates, which I don't have. This is why we need to get things fixed. Well, if I do just one constructor, not a foundry, but a constructor, or is it an assembler? One assembler. That'll allow me to make the obelisks. And I can finish up the entire black powder piece. I can't make the building aesthetically pleasing, but I can at least say the obelisk factory is done. Except for the visual representation of it. Then I do want to do the steel, though. I really want to get the steel stuff going. Because I'm going to need steel pipes for the obelisks. Yeah, I'm just going to need those constructors. Where do I make those modular frames? That is the rebuild of this entire area. And I think that is going to have to be our next stream for that. So next stream we are going to tear down all of this and rebuild it. But for the meantime, let's go back to our other area that we were at. Finish up a little more work of what we can do there. We can at least get everything prepped up in the little bit of time I have left on the stream today. The other stream will be tonight, probably 6 hours from now, and I'll go as long as I can go. And hopefully we have the time to get everything rebuilt in the starting area. And I'm going to leave the copper going as it is right now. That's doing fine, I think. It'll also get us more tickets, which will allow us to get more items, so we can start making things nice. Beams and better walls, walls with doors, windows, colors. Actually, I think we'll get over to the new area, and that's where we're going to call it. We'll get some diagonal, like the backwards diagonal ramps, so that we can make some nicer, smoother transitioning ramps. I do want to get an idea of what, say, this is going to look like. Do I not have a big support pillar? Oh, wow, that is big. That's 5, that's 3. Really want the one underneath it. I'm gonna wipe this one out, because that looks like it's... No, it doesn't. Yeah, I like that. Let's try that again. Okay, we have a support pillar. And then I'll be able to angle this down and angle that down, and maybe we'll do another support pillar on that side. Maybe I put one in the middle. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, we can start to make things look a little bit nicer, more supported now. Okay, well, that's going to do it for today. Well, for right now. Again, we'll have another stream in probably 6 hours, and we'll see how it goes then. I'd like to thank you all for watching, and